Amma is missing. Amma is missing. Mrs. Meena got a call from her maid. She was busy preparing reports for an important meeting. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Dropping everything, she rushed home. Her entire family was waiting for her with gloomy face. They searched for the old lady everywhere, literally the entire neighborhood. 6:30 p.m., they were about to inform the police. Just then, she got a call from the milkman. He had spotted the old lady in a nearby park. Meena rushed to the park. There she found her old mother, playing with a litter of puppies as if she is a 5-year-old girl. Meena held her mother's hand and walked towards her home. As she was striding towards their home, her mind was sliding backwards. 35 years back, Amma held my hand tightly and took me through the crowd to the movie and the zoo. Today she can't even come back on her own to her home. She taught me the first lessons in alphabets and numbers. Today she can't even read a single word. She carried me in her lap and introduced me to the characters in my life. Today she can't even remember her own Meena. What happened to Meena's mother? To understand this, let us go back to 1901. A 51-year-old woman, Auguste, was brought to see Dr. Alois Alzheimer, a German psychiatrist. She had developed problems with her memory, had suspicions on her husband, and had trouble understanding and speaking. Within a few years, she was bedridden. In spring 1906, she died. Dr. Alzheimer had never seen anybody like Auguste before. With the permission of her family, he performed an autopsy of her brain. He was shocked to see the dramatic shrinkage of the cerebral cortex. The cortex area of the brain is responsible for memory, judgment, speech, and thinking. He also saw widespread fatty deposits in small blood vessels and dead and dying brain cells. Dr. Alzheimer's findings entered the medical literature as Alzheimer's disease. It is called a silent epidemic. It is no longer silent. 26 million people around the world are living with Alzheimer's disease. A WHO report says 27 people in every 1,000 in urban India is affected with Alzheimer's disease. For rural India, this figure is as high as 35 in every 1,000. 101 years has passed since Alzheimer's has discovered this disease. Till date, there is no cure. If a cure is not found, the world will have 110 million people living with Alzheimer's disease by the year 2050. This disease, how does it affect a person? First, it manifests as a difficulty to find the right word for right things. Gradually, he will be unable to express himself. And further, he will have difficulty in understanding explanations. And he totally gives up reading and watching television. In the advanced stage, the person will fall frequently, have difficulty in walking. He will be totally unable to walk and will be severely impaired. The person will be intellectually impaired as well as physically disabled. Dear Toastmasters, we cannot predict who can get Alzheimer's disease. Anyone, irrespective of the gender, caste, culture, creed, or socioeconomic background. In 1995, an 85-year-old man was in his Californian residence. Every evening, he would sit in his armchair and gaze at the woods beyond his garden. His loving wife, who is also in her 80s, would stand just beside him and try to talk interesting things with him, try to share many things with him. This man cannot remember anything. She's an absolute stranger. He can only keep mum and stare at a distance. Dear friends, if your dear and near one cannot remember the sweet and sorrowful experience which you share with them, how will you connect with them? For this lady, the life was as silent as the grave. This old man was none other than the famous Hollywood actor and 2 times President of the United States, Mr. Ronald Reagan. He was affected by Alzheimer's disease. In a letter addressed to the people of America, he has written, "I am beginning a journey into the twilight of my life." 21st century science, great stride, and technology do not have answers to Alzheimer's disease. Our knowledge inadequate, our technology useless, and we are left as helpless onlookers. Isn't there a way out? Can't we do something about this? If this is what ringing in your mind, yes, definitely we can do something. We can volunteer to help people who are affected by Alzheimer's disease. How do we go about doing this? First, find out the organizations and agencies which are serving the Alzheimer's community in your area. And the internet is the best source for this. So I will be mailing to people who are interested about organizations which is working in Bangalore. Once you find the organization, you decide what type of work you want to do. You can perform office tasks in their organization, or help them in special events, or raise money for their needs. And if you enjoy public speaking, you go around, become an activist, and spread awareness about Alzheimer's disease. And if you have expertise in the medical field, you can work directly with people who are affected with Alzheimer's disease. Dear friends, you cannot prevent Alzheimer's disease from attacking somebody, but you can definitely help reduce the pain of people who are affected with Alzheimer's disease.